So I started in Putnam County. That's where I was born. It's where I live now. Out of high school, didn't know quite what I wanted to do. It was the 90s. So I ended up going to school and got a degree and became a programmer. I ended up working in Indianapolis for companies doing some custom software. And then it was a small company, so we did everything. That's where I learned how to rewire the courthouse, or that's where I learned all the other odd things of technology that I wasn't quite sure of when I was a programmer. I ended up as a computer specialist at DePaul University, and then I started having a family. My children are only 19 months apart, so it was hard to find daycare, and I ended up staying at home with my kids for 5 years. About drove me nuts. I'm a workaholic, so it's really hard. My kids started school, and I was like, I'm going to go work with the school. So I started out working at North Putnam as an aide, as a title teacher. Then I ended up in the office. I finally ended up as the registrar at the high school. And then that's where I met Birchler and some other 5-star team members. And they had an opening come up, and I was like, okay, this is my way back into technology. My kids were older. Plus I got to put it together with working in a school, which was really cool. So I started with 5-star December of 2017 as an on-site technician. At the time, I was the single on-site technician at North Putnam and did a K-12 rollout of Chromebook devices. I just kind of always volunteered to help outside of North Putnam as well. So I was always going to help with white glove service at other districts, or if they had a project going on that they needed help with, just because I wanted to learn. And that was my way of learning hands-on. They started the LST position, which is where I am now, lead support technician. And we officially started in January. So I've been at this about 6 months officially. I get to work with many on-site technicians. I meet with them bi-weekly, kind of just a sounding board for them, make sure that they're getting everything that they need from 5-star and from the district so that they don't feel like they're kind of on an island on their own. I've also been able to work with projects. We're working on lots of projects, which is really cool. I like to see that part. It's a variety of things that the lead support technician does. Since it's a new position, it's just kind of always changing. Putting out fires is just kind of an everyday thing, which I really like doing that part. I like hands-on. Something that was really cool when I was an on-site technician, which meant a lot to me, was especially because I've been in this field for a while, women were not in this field very much when I first started. It was rare to see another woman in the technology field. And I was asked by the school to speak at their career day, especially to speak to those other girls in the classes about my journey, and that it's not just a field for guys, there's room for us as well. So that was really cool. Those kind of little small things really make it worth it. My favorite teacher would have to be my band director, John T. Wilson. He is a legend around here, and it is John T. Wilson. That's the only way you refer to him. He was very passionate about his subject, and he gave us that passion as well. So he pushed us to make ourselves better, but he was always making us great. It's not just his job, and it's not just my job, it's our job, which was really cool. We were a very small school, and like 3/4 of the school was in the marching band. And we went to state so many years in a row because he had a great influence, and he treated us as adults, which was kind of rare in high school. And he let us be ourselves, which was really nice. What I love about 5-star is our wealth of knowledge. We have so many people that have such a wealth of knowledge. It's amazing. So I always say as a technician, we can't know everything about everything. We might be a little bit more knowledgeable about certain things, but maybe not the other. But 5-star, you have all of that knowledge together. If there is a question, I guarantee you someone on our team will be able to answer it. And that is amazing. And that's hard to find, especially with having the PD side and the tech side and knowing how those work together. That's a rare thing to find. And I think that that's what makes us special.